So allowing your breath just to help all your muscles to relax. Letting your day start slowly, so transitioning slowly into movement. So next time you breathe in, take a nice long deep breath in through your nose and fill yourself up. And just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And again, long deep breath in. And just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Last time, long deep breath in. Just open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Okay, now just breathing in and out through your nose. Bring your feet together. And then reach your arms up and over your head. So think of this like a big yawn. Breathe in and reach your hands towards the back of the mat and your toes towards the front of the mat. And then breathe out, try and relax your whole body into the mat. Let both feet walk over towards the right side. And then let both arms and the upper body move over towards the right side. So you're creating this big banana shape in the left side. If you want a little bit more here, just cross your left foot over the top of the right. And then breathe into your left side. And bringing yourself back to the center. And we'll bring the feet back to the center. And we'll move it to the other side. Okay? So take both feet to the left side. And then your upper body towards that left side. Yeah, moving the arms as well. And if you want a little bit more, just cross your right foot over your left. So take a nice long full breath into that right side. And trying to relax as you exhale. So bringing yourself back to the center. Take one more big stretch, so full body stretch as you reach the fingers to the back and the feet to the front. Good, and then as you breathe out, bring your knees into your chest and wrap your arms just over the tops of the shins. That's it. Now you can take a little rock from side to side, so you're massaging the muscles there on either side of the spine. And then just take your hands behind your thighs and squeeze the thighs towards the rib cage and have your feet so they're parallel towards the sky. And we'll start to create little circles with the ankles. So feeling the ankles there, maybe they're a little bit stiff from your weekend. And then circling it the other way. We'll bring the knees together and let both knees fall to the right side. And you can look at the left hand. Take a big breath into your belly and into your body. And a long breath out. And see if you can walk those left fingertips further away. And bringing the knees back into the center. Let both knees fall towards the left side. And then reach the right fingertips as far away as you can. So getting nice and deep into that twist. Keep your breath flowing. Okay, bringing the knees back into the center. Now you can either roll onto the right hand side and come up to seated, or you can rock and roll up and down the spine and eventually come into seated. So this rock and roll, just massaging your back. Okay, and the next time you come up, we're going to come into a child's pose. So you can take the legs behind you and then sit the hips into the heels and relax the tummy, the chest, the head down into the mat. Okay. So now start to edge the fingers a little bit further forwards. And again, like a big yawn, breathe in and expand into the belly, into your body. And as you breathe out, really grab onto the mat. It's like you're trying to draw the mat towards your knees. You're pressing the hands into the floor so much. Good. Coming up onto all fours. Just a little rock forwards and back, waking up those wrists. Yeah, spread your hands. Spread your fingers. So and then take a little circle so you get to get a little bit more into the sides of your body there. And then take the circle the other way. Okay, so almost like a puppy pose, but not quite puppy pose. You're going to rest the forearms on the floor and hold on to your elbows. And then let your head fall to the floor and see if you can get a stretch through the chest and through the armpits. Yeah. If you need a little bit more, you can edge the elbows a little bit further forwards. Feel the stretch through the arms to the armpits, to the chest, and the spine's just got that lovely shape where it can decompress. Okay, come back up onto all fours and find the opposite of that. So an angry cat. So you're pushing into the floor with the hands, rounding your back and bringing your chin to your chest. Bring your spine back to a neutral place and then create big circles with your shoulders one way. So, and then big circles with the shoulders the other way. Good. And then for a moment, just sit onto your heels. We're not here too long. So coming up to seated on the heels. If there's too much, just be up on your knees. And then again, hold on to opposite elbows and then take the arms up and over your head. Now breathe in, lift the chest up, lift the gaze up. Now imagine that you're pushing your head up into your arms. And as you exhale, just fold over towards the left side. You're breathing into the right side. Coming back to the center, take it up and over towards the other side. And breathe into the opposite side. Coming back to the center, just bring your arms down now so they're in front of you. Keep the arms around the elbows, or if you can't quite get there, around the forearms. And as you exhale, round your back, chin to chest, and let your head fall through the arms there. Breathing in. And if you can pull on your elbows, even better here. Now breathe in, send the arms back up over the head and lift your chest up. Good, and then release the arms, let them rest down by your sides. Good. A little bit of a circling through the shoulders there. And then take the circle the other way. And we'll come back up onto all fours. Cat-cow, you're going to let your belly drop and draw the head and chest up. And then breathe out, tuck your tail and round your back, chin to chest. Okay, try that 2 more times. Breathing in, letting your belly drop, lift the head and chest up, and then breathing out, rounding your back, chin to chest. Last time, just letting the belly drop, lifting the head and chest up, and then breathing out, rounding your back, chin to chest. So tuck your toes under, and then push your hips towards the heels, and then lift the hips to the sky. So you're in an inverted V shape. And then you're going to try and press the heels down one by one, and try and wiggle the hips from side to side. That's it. Good. Eventually, see if you can get into that downward dog shape now. So you might have your knees bent, that's fine. You're going to push your hands into the floor to send the hips up higher, and maybe you're straightening your legs. Take a big full breath in, and a long full breath out. Step your feet together, and now lift your right leg to the sky. You're going to bend the knee and open up the hip, so you're pressing the knee towards the sky. We'll draw a big circle with the right knee. So get the clicks out of the way here, and then draw the circle the other way. Yeah. Bring your right knee into your nose. I'm going to try and pop the foot there inside the hand, so it might take a little bit of wiggling to get that foot forwards. Rock forwards and back. Let's get into the feet now, into the legs. And we're going to lower the left knee to the floor, and then lift the arms up. So you're in a low lunge here. Okay, now catch hold of the elbows again, and push your head up into the arms. It's like a big yawn this class. So breathe in, lift up. And as you breathe out, just fold over towards the right side. And you want to feel the stretch there through the left side of your body, all the way down that left hip flexor. Coming back to the center, see how it feels if you go to the other side. You have to be stronger through that right foot here. Coming back to the center, just come back onto your left knee. And then, like you did earlier, bring the arms down and then round your back, chin to chest. Now you want to try and tuck this tail under and then feel the stretch there through the front of that left hip flexor. Good. Sink back into the stretch and lift the arms up, lift the chest up. Could you start to lean back? Maybe gaze up towards the sky, mindful of your back. And then exhale, bring the hands down either side, front foot. Come back onto that left knee again, and let's draw the right toes up. Good morning, right hamstring. Breathing in, and breathing out. Lower yourself over the leg. Okay, breathing in, lift yourself up. Now see if you can do a little bounce with the hip here. So the right hip pulses up and down, or side to side. And then let your toes fall to the right as you go. So trying to get a little bit more fluid through the right leg, right hamstring, right hip. That's it. It's my new favorite thing to do. All right, you're going to step onto that right leg. Take the hands either side, tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. And let's bring the back foot to the front. Rest your hands on your shins and breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out and fall forwards. Let your tummy rest on your thighs. Relax your head. Hold on to opposite elbows and let your head fall through your arms. Okay, so you're back in that shape. That's it. And then see if you can sway from side to side there. Just enjoy the weight of your spine. Feels good. Well done. Put a little bit more weight into your toes now as the hamstrings are starting to give you a bit more space. And then we're releasing the hands, pop them back on your shins. and draw your head and chest up. Try not to lift your belly away from your thighs there. And now as you exhale, plant the hands and take your right foot to the back of the mat. And then we lower the right knee down. Okay, so coming into the other side, lift your arms up. That's it. How does that feel there? You're going to hold on to opposite elbows and then lift the chest up. Like a big yawn. Breathe in. Okay, and as you breathe out, lean over towards the left side. And breathing into the right side. Good. Coming back to the center, and then try the other side, but really push down firm into that left foot. Yeah, and just explore how it feels. Coming back to the center, so you might not have your hands on your elbows, they might be on the forearms. You're going to come back onto the right knee, bring your arms down, and now tuck your tail and round your back, chin to the chest. Yes, breathe in. And breathe out, trying to round your upper back, trying to tuck the tail, trying to feel the stretch to the front of that right thigh, right hip flexor. Good. All right, come back up and we'll lift the arms up to the sky. And now see if you can lean back, and that's the upper body leaning back. Yeah, so not a lot happening with the lower back, just the upper back. And then when you're ready, release. Take the hands side to side, front foot. Let's get back onto this right leg, and then draw the left toes to the sky. And you're breathing in, drawing the chest forwards. And then breathing out and folding over the leg. You're breathing in, lifting the head and chest up. You know, if you are struggling here, we can always have the hands on a block. But then we're going to let the hips swing from side to side. Okay, and that's going to go all the way to your toes. So the foot is going to flop towards the left side as you go. Getting nice and loose in that left hip. Left leg is relaxed. And if your right knee is hurting, you can always fold up your mat. Yeah, so pad out that right leg. Well done, guys. All right, now step back onto that left leg. Hands go either side, front foot, tuck your back toes and lift the back knee. And then let's bring the back foot to the front. Get into those hamstrings. Hands on your shins, draw the head and chest up. Now feel your lower ribs on your thighs there. And then exhale and fold it forwards, relax your head. Good. Hold on to opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side. Or you can let the weight move more into your toes now. Good, guys, well done. All right, release the hands. Roll up. So the last thing to come up is the head. Yeah, feel each vertebra, take your time. Keep a bend in your knees, rest your hands behind your lower back. Push the thighs forwards, hips forwards, and the upper body leans back. Lift yourself up and over, and you're going to hinge from your hips. Have a bend in your knees. Release the hands, breathe in, lift the head and chest up. And then breathe out. Plant the hands on the floor, and you can step back or you can jump back into your plank pose. Well done. In plank pose, just rock forwards and back. So you're pushing the heels back and drawing the head forwards. And we're going to lower the knees to the floor. Release the feet and let the elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Lift your head and chest up to stretch the front of your body, either cobra or upward dog. And now take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. So in down dog, have a nice space between your feet. Bend your knees and push your hands into the floor. Okay, let's keep it going. You're going to step your feet together and then lift your right leg to the sky. Heel into your bottom, open up the hip, and we can draw again a big circle, and we'll do it on the left side as well this time. Take the circle the other way. Now bring your right knee into your nose and we'll slot that foot there inside the hands. Come up into a high lunge, so legs are strong now. If you need a little bend in that back leg, go for it. Okay, take your arms up, hold on to the elbows, all the forearms. Breathe in, lift the chest up, and breathe out, forward over towards the right. Come back to the center, lift up, and then lean towards the left. That's it, good. Come back to the center, bend the back leg a little bit more now. Bring your arms forwards, round your back, chin to chest. Inhale. Good, as you exhale, come back up. So the arms lift up, the chest lifts up, maybe the back leg straightens a little bit more. And then you can lean it back. Good, and then we can take the hands down over the side front foot. And let the front foot move to the back. How's that right leg feel there? Now you can drop your knees if you like, and then lower down, or go down one long plank. Breathe in to lift your head and chest up into what we call cobra or upward dog, and then lift it up and back into your downward facing dog. Big breath in, and a long breath out. Good, guys, so step your feet together. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and then draw a big circle with the knee. That's it. Getting to circle out this left hip. And we take the circle the other way. Now you can bring the left knee into your nose. And you try and put the foot there inside the hand. So you might need to lower your right knee and then just help that left foot forwards. Come up into your high lunge, lift your arms up. Okay, so see how that feels. Sometimes a bend in the back knee is helpful here. Hold on to opposite elbows or maybe your forearms. Breathe in, lift the chest up. And then breathe out. See if you can lean over towards the left side. Now you want to breathe into that right side. Coming back to the center, push down firm through the left foot as you lean towards the right. Yeah. A little bit more precarious. Bringing it back to the center. Now bend the back leg. Bring your arms forwards and then try and round your back. Again, breathe into the back of your body. Feel the stretch through the front of the right thigh, right hip flexor. Good. Breathe in, lift your arms up. Maybe the back leg can straighten a bit more now. And now lift your upper body back. Yeah, so nothing too much with the lower back, just the upper body leaning back like a yawn. And then release. Bring the hands either side, front foot. Then let the front foot float to the back. Now you can drop your knees or lower down one long plank. Let the elbows brush the rib cage. Lift the head and chest up to stretch your front. And then take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. Good, guys. So you know you can take a break anytime, but we're going to keep on moving. Step your feet together. Breathe in, right leg to the sky. Heel into the bottom, and you're going to try and open the knee up to the sky. Bring your knee into your nose. Try and slot the foot inside the hands. If you can't get it there, lower that left knee first. Then step the right foot forwards. All right, we're going to come back into high lunge. So lift your arms up, and we want to hold on to those opposite elbows again. Now breathe in, lift the chest up. See if you can turn your gaze up towards the sky. That back knee can be bent if you need to. And now with everything there and strong, can you extend your arms towards the back of the mat? Inhale. Good. Now as you exhale, bring your body back. Drop the back heel 45 and open up the arms to the sides. Walk your front foot forwards, warrior two. Yes, this is your warrior two shape. Push down to that front heel. Feel this hamstring turn on. And we flip the front palm, reach it forwards, and then let's take it back to breathe into the side of your body. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Good, we're going to flow through that. So let your right hand come to the floor. Left arm lifts up and over your head. Plant the hand down and walk your right foot over towards the right hand. You're going to pick your back heel up and let your front foot move to the back. Now you can skip this bit if you want. You can lower your knees or you can go down one long plank. Breathe in. If you're coming into upward dog, get those thighs off the floor. And then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Breathe in, guys, well done. And breathe out. Nice, let's step your feet together. We lift the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Get a nice stretch of the right leg, hopefully. And then bring your knee into your nose, so we're gonna try and put that foot inside the hands. Good, come up into a high lunge. And don't worry if you want that back knee to be a bit bent. There's no problem with that. Hold on to your elbows. Breathe in, lift the chest up. And then see if you can start to gaze towards the sky. And you don't want to be hurting your back here. You just want to have that feeling of leaning back. And then extend your arms so they are in line with your ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your body back. Drop the back heel, open up towards the right side and reach the fingers either side. And then walk your front foot forwards. Find that warrior two shape. Breathe in. That's it. Breathe out. Sit down a little bit deeper. Looking good. Excellent. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, and then take it back. So you're breathing into the side of the body now. I like to move that front knee from side to side just to see how it feels in my hip. Yeah. Good, flowing through that, bring the left hand down, touch the floor. Big circle, right arm up and over. Planting the hand, walk your left foot over to the left side. Back heel is up, and the front foot moves to the back. Okay, so what do you want to do here? Would you like to go straight to down dog, or would you like to go with the vinyasa? So you would bend the elbows lower down, lift the head and chest up, and then take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. All right, let's go again. Step your feet together. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Bring your knee into your nose. Try and slot your foot there inside the hands. You can always lower that left knee, remember that. And then catch hold of your block, yeah? So take your hands either side the block. If you haven't got a block, just press your palms together. Breathe in and then lift yourself up. Now squeeze the block with your hands, yeah? Again, don't worry if you haven't got one. Inhale. As you exhale, can you start to lean it back and press your hands into the block? As your arms aren't going by your ears now, you're just pressing the hands into the block. Yes, good. There, start to drop the back heel, open up to warrior two, but your arms are up in the sky, pressing the hands into the block all together. Did you walk that front foot forwards? So you got that heel in line with the back foot, yeah, or in between the arch of the back foot there. Breathe in, lift the chest up, press the hands into the block and lean over your front leg. Try and turn the chest towards that left side. Can you push your bottom hand into the block? Good, come back to the center and then reverse that. Breathe into the right side. Can you push the bottom hand into the top hand? Good, come back to the center. Take the block in the right hand, face it down in front of your right ankle, Rest your hand on the block and then twist left fingers to the sky. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, could you just work on straightening that left leg? Yeah, and it doesn't matter if your hand is normally on the floor here. Just work on being in this place. Good. Reach the left fingers to the back of the mat, and let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Good, guys. Nice. Pick the head back up. Look down. I'm going to rebend into this right leg. Lower the left hand down next to the block. Pop the block to the side. Right hand goes outside the right foot. Heel to the right leg over towards the right side. And then let your front foot move to the back. That leg should feel pretty good. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. You can always just meet us in downward dog. Coming up into your upward dog. Take it up and back into downward dog. Yeah, so how's all the sensations there in the right leg, right hip? Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice, guys. Step your feet together. Just lift the left leg to the sky. Don't worry about this too much. Bend the knee and try and open the hip. Explore the right leg. You're going to bring your knee into your nose and try and slot the foot down inside the hands. That's it. Catch hold of your block. Press your hands around the block. If not, don't worry. Just press your hands together. And then lift the arms up into this high lunge. Yeah, so now you can see your hands. Yeah, so make sure you can see them. Breathe in. Okay, just keep the arms as they are, but lean your upper body back. And again, it's fine if you've got that back knee bent. Good, nice. Now from there, keep squeezing the block. You're going to drop the back heel 45, turn the chest towards the side, and then move your front foot forward so the heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Big breath in, lift yourself up. And a long breath out and fold over the front leg. So I know this is tough. This is when the body really starts to work. But push the bottom hand into the top hand and try and twist the chest a little bit more towards the side. That's it. Good. Lovely, Fleur. Can you sink down into that front leg a little bit more? Yes. Good. Bring it back to the center, keeping that front knee bent. And then lean over to the other side. Now try not to let your back be arched here. Tuck your tail, draw your belly button back. Excellent. Good. Coming back to the center. Take the block into the left hand. Rest it inside that left foot. And then twist right fingers to the sky. Now you should be able to push down into that front heel now. Yeah, and then try and wrap the rib cage towards the side. Pull your head back. Pull your head back. Yeah, so nice and easy. Just straighten the front leg. Squeeze your legs towards each other. And take your fingers towards the back of the mat. Yes, you're finding space in your shoulder, and then you can let your ear fall to the opposite shoulder there. So you're getting that nice stretch there. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, nice. Look down. Bend into the front knee. And we take the right arm up and over the head. Plant the hand down next to the block. Left hand comes down. Walk the left foot over. And then let the front foot move to the back. Yeah, so hopefully that knee feels good as well. That leg feels good. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. And push your heels back as the head comes forwards. Lift the head and chest up. So you come into your upward dog. And then take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Lower your knees to the floor. It's a little bit of active rest now. Under your feet. And walk your hands to the corners of the mat. See if you can get into that puppy pose now. Chest down into the floor. You know, if the chest doesn't get in there, we can always have a pillow or a block underneath the chest. Otherwise, feel the spine, feel the shape of the spine. Imagine there's a hand pressing your upper chest down onto the mat. That's it, good. Take a breath in. Looks so great, guys, well done. Hey, Sarah, you got on. Nice, Rianne, good. Now, if you want to challenge yourself here, bring your arms closer together. But it's looking good. Nice, and reach, 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 so you feel the elbows pressing down. Yeah. Awesome. Good, very carefully start to walk your hands back in. And then sit your hips into your heels and just relax for a moment. Head on the hands. Child's pose. Coming back up onto all fours. You're going to take your chest all the way down towards the floor and then rest on the mat. Yeah. Take your right hand, so it's right in line with your left shoulder. Yeah. And then start to peel the left hip back on top of the right. And we can let the left foot rest just behind that right leg. Knee bent, let your head rest on the floor and make sure you've got your right palm flat on the mat. Yeah, or flat on the floor there. Good, nice. Now, let your head rest on the floor. If it doesn't, you can always put a block there. Yeah, and just let all the muscles relax there. Breathe into the shoulder blade. That's it, looks lovely. It's one of my favorite poses. My top 1,000 favorite poses. Good, now we can roll back onto our bellies. And then bring the right arm in, give the shoulder a little shake. And extend your left arm out now, so it's in line with that left shoulder. And you're going to start to then look away from the left hand. Peel your right hip back on top of the left and let your right foot rest just behind that left leg. Nice, and breathe into the stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then let your belly rest back onto the mat. So bring your left hand back in, shake out your shoulders. That's it. Now plant your hands right underneath your shoulders. Lift your shoulders up and around the back. And now keep your elbows bent, just lift your chest up. Now I want to feel your pubic bone on the floor there. Push your feet into the floor, lift the chest up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lower yourself back down. Now try and slide your hips a little bit closer towards your hands. Not so easy if you've got one of those sticky mats. And then lift the head up, lift the chest up, push down, see if you can lift up a little bit higher. Good, nice. All right, lower yourself back down. Push back into your heels, come through a little all fours, and then sit the hips back into your heels. Yeah, so you've got your child's pose and really grip onto the mat. Good. All right, slide out to seated. That's it. Now, just a little bit of core hands, so just in line with your shoulders, your calves. If you feel like your arms are too short, then always you can use blocks for your hands. Take a breath in, draw the chest forwards. And as you breathe out, push down, round into your back. Keep your toes on the floor and bring your knees up. And then lower it back down. Again, breathing in. As you breathe out, push down, round your back, keep your toes on the floor, squeeze the thighs up. Good, and then lower down, last time, breathing in. And as you breathe out, push down, round into your back, try and bring your knees in. Now you can try and slide your feet forwards, take the legs all the way out in front, or you come back down to seated, and then you take the legs out in front. Okay, so however you get there, give the legs a shake. Breathe in, lift your arms up, and then breathe out, and just see, fall forwards. Now, if you can catch hold of your feet, get the edges of your feet. Yeah, if not, you're going to bend your knees. Catch hold of the edges of the feet. Inhale. Yes. And then exhale and try and fold over the legs there. Now you want to try and feel like you did in a forward fold when you're on your feet, your rib cage on your thighs, and you want to try and maintain that. Yeah. So maintaining that wherever you are. Try and get this into your hamstring, out of your backs. Yeah, if you are getting somewhere, then maybe you could have a block to hold on to the feet with. And maybe if super flexible today, then you'll take your legs a little bit wider and let your head fall through your legs. And then the next stage, you have to dig a hole in between your legs. That's for Nick. I reckon Nick is there now. Good. All right, start to roll your way back up. Well done, guys. Excellent. Point your toes, maybe slide forwards a little bit. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, we're going to start to curve the spine and lower yourself down. Only go so far. No, so don't let the shoulders rest on the floor. Just keep the chest lifted. Hold it there. Push your feet down. Keep the chest lifted. Keep a space in between your chin and your chest. Inhale. And then exhale, allow yourself to relax onto the mat. Okay, let your head rest on the floor and let your feet just move open. Yeah, so the feet are almost off the mat, either side of the mat. Palms faced up. Take a big breath in. And then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Let your eyes close, let your body relax. We've yawned our way into our bodies today. And we spent time on the hips, we spent time on the back. We warmed up the shoulders, made space in the neck. So your whole body has been worked from the toes all the way to the crown of your head. And while that's been happening, your mind has had a rest. You've worked your mind, your body, your spirit, everything, all in this 45 minutes, ready for an amazing day. Maybe you've got a little bit more time and you could stay there for a little bit longer, but if not, don't worry, you can just move with me. And you start to reach the arms above the head and the feet to the front of the mat. You can do that lovely full body stretch again. Don't worry if you want to stay there longer, stay there longer. Okay. And we'll bring the knees into the chest and we'll wrap the arms around the shins. Give them a nice little hug, little squeeze. And then you can just roll over to the right hand side. Take a little bit of time there. And keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to seated to face the front. You bring your hands into like a prayer shape and push the thumbs into your chest bone. And just think for a moment, what is it that you want to achieve today, or what is it, or how is it that you want to be today? Maybe you've got an intention for this week. But just think of that intention, or that need, that want. Maybe you could put a little note somewhere that you will always see it, just to remind yourself of it as you move through the day or through the week. Now take a big breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for rolling out of bed and getting onto your mat this morning. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. So it's a bit of a glitch at the beginning there, but I think we got through it in the end. Let me know if you've got any questions. You can pop them in the chat, or if you want to say something, I'll unmute you now.